everyone, welcome back to the video. Just a couple of quick things. First of all, COLT Manufacturers has announced they're no longer selling AR-15s to the general public. They're going to concentrate solely on military and law enforcement contracts. Now, why are they doing this? Well, I guess competition's gotten too tough for them. When I got into firearms over 20 years ago, there were only a handful of people who made the AR-15, and they were very expensive. Now you got hundreds and hundreds of companies. A lot of them you don't know until you go to a gun show like I do, and you find out how long they've been here, and you find out they've been here for quite a while. So, which I think is a big mistake on a part of COLT. You're in bankruptcy. Why would you cut out one half, the biggest part of the gun community, the private sector? It's not the military. Well, maybe it is the military now you get the contract back, but the private sector is still the biggest purchaser of firearms in the country overall. And because many people like the COLT name and what it represents, I think they're pretty foolish to do it. Especially, I think they're still in bankruptcy. Last time I checked, I'm not so sure, but bad job. Anyway, here in New York State, we have the Attorney General named Letitia James. And to know a little bit of how power hungry this woman is, when she was the public advocate of New York City, and if you're wondering what the public advocate is, they do a whole bunch of things, but one of the main things they do is they take over as mayor should the current mayor ever die in office or become too ill to run the office, or he's out of town long enough. Technically, she would run the city until the mayor comes back. Now, when de Blasio first got elected, and she was elected public advocate, de Blasio took a trip to Italy, I think, and she thought she was going to be out for more than 7 days, so she gathered her legal team right away, and she tried to find out what can she legally do as soon as that 8th day hits. Wow, yeah, this is how crazy she is. And if you saw her public advocate victory in the primary, you think that she had this great victory and she had all this competition. She pretty much ran unopposed. There was someone on the Libertarian ticket, and then she pretty much ran unopposed for the actual public advocate office. But regardless, this is another case of how anti-gunners talk a lot of crap about guns and don't know what they're talking about. I guess she's on a rampage now, telling people, gun manufacturers, they cannot present 80% lowers in New York State now. Anyone knows what 80% lowers are? They're not finished lowers. They don't have serial numbers on them, not even considered firearms. But apparently she's going after about 15, 16 companies that maybe sell them here in New York, even though it's legal under federal law and even under state law. It's not considered a firearm. So, but she's telling them how they pose a great threat to New York State, that they produce these and they can sell them to the general public. And apparently she's going after the people too that sell the tools so you can mill out the AR lowers to make the gun you want. Now, as far as federal law goes, you are allowed to buy these and make your own gun as long as you don't sell it. You use it for your own purposes. But I got the letter here. It's pretty funny. It's pathetic, but my office has reason to believe that you are engaging in the sale of advertisement to residents of New York State, lowered receivers and firearm components that are intended for the assembly of assault weapons, which was banned by the ridiculous New York State Unsafe Act. Assault weapons are illegal in New York. Yeah, we know, but 80% lowers are not considered assault weapons or firearms, Letitia James. You might want to brush up on your law first. Just goes to show you, again, as Ronald Reagan said, if the smartest people were in government, the private sector would have taken them years and years ago. She's an idiot, a power-hungry idiot who's in charge of stuff, so this is the scary part. New York law criminalizes the possession and manufacture or transportation of assault weapons. Again, Letitia, these aren't considered firearms or assault weapons. Oh boy. And basically she goes on to say how much this presents a danger to New York State, even though we're right there in crime. And as I think it was U.S. News and World Report came out and said that the 3 safest states in the United States were Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, whole constitutional carry states. So there goes that right there. But this is my state for me, New York, and boy, I'm telling you, I'm glad I'm in an LEO because I'm exempt from a lot of this crap. But the problem is when I retire, I won't be, and I cannot wait to get out of the state fast enough. So, then good old Teacher James strikes again. New York State strikes again. This is why elections matter, people. And for you people for you left-wingers who are gun owners and like guns, but are willing to give them up for the so-called betterment of everyone, just go take a look at Venezuela, the Soviet Union, Cuba. Anyway, that's my rant for today, folks. We'll talk to you later. Remember, pack your weapon, protect your loved ones. If you don't do it, no one else is going to do it for you, and certainly not the government. Have a good day.